guys, we're out here with Cyclone's 4006 floor plan. It's going to be manufactured by Heartland. This is one whale of a toy hauler. You guys, there's no compromising when it comes to this. You're going to get both luxury and functionality and a lot of fun. Well, the first thing I'm going to show you, of course, is this beautiful fiberglass cap. Some new graphics from Heartland. They cleaned this up a little bit last year, and that little bit of pop of blue just really sets her off. Of course, you're going to have LED accents in the cap as well. We don't have them lit on a sunny day like today, but it sure is going to look nice at night in the campground. Well, I've got a lot of things open over here. We'll start with this great big door where you can get a hold of the battery and the hydraulics. Here's your inverter, and then there is also your cutoff switch for your battery so that you can turn everything off or on. You don't have parasitic draw and run down your batteries. Got a great storage compartment here. This is actually access to your pass-through storage. So you're gonna have 3 opportunities to get in there and load stuff. Down here, the green box. There's your Cummins Onan 5500 watt generator. This is going to run everything in the coach, folks. Now, your Cyclone, this is your exception, your Cyclone is going to be equipped with 3 air conditioners. Your generator will run 2 on the battery management, or excuse me, on the energy management system. If you are plugged into shore power, you can run all 3 through that energy management system. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're boondocking. You are going to be sacrificing at least one of your air conditioners. That may not be a big deal. We're going to walk around here a little bit. I want to show you some of the coolest parts of this, of course. There's again is your pass-through storage. Whoops, let me get out of the way. Beautiful gel coat fiberglass, and if you can look up here, I don't have the awning out, but you can see how the roof sort of rolls around to meet the wall a little bit lower. You don't have that seam, that exactly squared off seam where the wall and the roof meet. That's going to be a heck of a water saver right there. And it's also done, there's also aluminum backed. Your windows, of course, aluminum framed as well. A lot of people look at the Cyclone and say, we're looking at an upscale toy hauler, why do we not have frameless automotive glass windows? Well, there's a reason for that. Heartland actually chose to have the larger RV style opening windows. These, of course, are windows that you could get fixed at any RV service center. But the biggest thing is you're going to get a lot more airflow with this style window than you would if you were using the frameless windows. They have their advantages, but this is awful cool. I like what Cyclone has done with the party kitchen. They've really consolidated it. In a lot of toy haulers, we see this consuming a lot of real estate on the outside of the coach. I kind of like the fact that everything is really nice and compact over here. Slam latch. Of course, we've got the solid step here, fold out step to your garage. Now I'm going to actually kind of cut to the chase and get into the coolest part of this toy hauler, and that is the garage here in just a second. Let's go ahead and step on inside. Wait till you see the sunshine streaming in here. This is probably the piece de resistance of the Cyclone. This is the cool part, and that is these 3 season doors. So many of you asked me for these. They're not available on every coach. You need to know that in the Cyclone, we're gonna have actual glass down here. So when we wanna pull this up, let's say it's raining, get a hold of this here. It's gonna pinch in just like a regular storm window, and I can raise and stop these at various stations. So I can have this open just a little bit. There actually is an awning that opens out over the deck. So we can actually have all of this open when it's raining. The 3 season doors are gonna slide back like this. We walk out onto the deck. And folks, this is a lot of party. This is a lot of tailgate. This is a lot of fun. Of course, all of this folds back up. One of the things that you need to know about this ramp patio door is it's no longer It's no longer one of those that has to run inside in the rain. It's water resistant now. So when it starts raining, you don't have to pop the door up in order to save your door. They have made it so that it's not going to get damaged in the rain. Of course, now we have a better look back into the garage, and you can see, of course, the non-skid flooring in there. And as we have seen in a lot of Heartland product, this is actually going to be your half bath. This will fold back to get you just those extra few inches that you need in your garage. You know, if it's a choice between this and not being able to get your toys in, this is the way to go. A lot of folks, if they're back here on their own, they just leave this bathroom open. Makes it a lot easier to use. Up above, they call this their reverse loft or the attic. You can certainly get a lot of things up there. There is a ladder here that comes out and leans just a little bit so that it's a lot easier to climb up there. One of the things that having the loft on this side of the garage does is it opens up the opportunity for a ton of cabinets in the kitchen, which we're going to take a look at here in just a minute. Of course, we've got your standard Happy Jack sofa system where you've got the two sofas that will come down and then the bed that pops down over. And there's one of the 3 air conditioners up there. Controls for all that going to be up here, which I like. It's a lot more difficult for kids to get to because you got to remember these motors don't care if there's anybody there. All right, let's go ahead and step on in here. First, you got your rough in for side-by-side washer dryer. Now we step into this amazing living space. Remember I said you don't have to sacrifice when you go in the Cyclone. You're going to have incredible functionality out of that garage, and then you're going to have this amazing living space in here with 3 different sofa stations. All of them recline. So know that if you're going to be sleeping someone else, they're going to be sleeping in the garage. This is not really a sleeping space. This is your fun party space. Nice big kitchen, and take a look at all of the cabinets, folks. This is just incredible. And the fact that they go all the way up, let me slide by you here, Troy. The fact that they go all the way up almost to the ceiling just gives you so much storage. Storage even up above the microwave. And I know a lot of people complain, well, how would I ever reach that? Well, step ladder. That's part of my life, and I just know that. Just what I'm gonna need to be able to reach the top of my cabinets. I don't know anybody tall enough to get to that top, but I'm glad it's there. You do have not quite an apartment size oven, but it's not bad. You could actually cook some things in there, and it's going to be one that is an air circulating oven. It's not necessarily convection, but it is an air circulating oven. You do have a residential microwave up above. Oops, and then you've got 3 upgrade burners. So really a cook's kitchen, and I have to show you next to this huge residential refrigerator, by the way, you do have a dedicated inverter for that. Look at this pantry. Now that's deep. That is deep. That is whole trays of party food, ready to go. Boxes and boxes of cereals and snack crackers. You just won't go hungry in here. One of the things I also want to call your attention to is the fact that we don't have carpeting anymore. This is a marine grade mat. So much easier to clean. You just sweep that right out. If you get something on there, you can use a little soap and water, a little dish detergent soap and water. It's very easy to care for. This, of course, is going to be where your interface panel is hiding and all of your operation for your slide outs. So we step up here. I'm going to get out of the way so that Troy can get a good shot of the bathroom. Look at that, folks. When was the last time you saw a tub? And a tub of any size. So those of you who are traveling with small children or small pets who need a little bit of a touch up there, you're definitely going to have an opportunity in a one-piece insert with a great shelf there for razors and whatever it is that you clean yourself with. Now, Heartland has carried the solid surface countertops all the way through the entire unit. And I'm going to show you, it extends all the way into the closet, which is just insane. This is a commitment to quality. This is a commitment to making sure that this is going to look nice for a long, long time. Porcelain foot flush toilet. This is not the budget toy hauler, folks. This is a nice toy hauler. Well, come on in, Troy. I'd love to show you some things here in the bedroom. Remember, I talked about the fact that we've extended the solid surface countertop. There it is in the cap. This is the shelf that's in the closet. And again, it's just gonna hold up to more things. Cubbies here, not necessarily here, but some great little cubbies over in the corner for shoes, socks, clothing, whatever it is you want to stick in there. We've got a king size bed, and we have got 110 outlets and USB access on both sides. But I've got something to show you that's kind of interesting. That is this. Now, I'm ready to go to work. Put a laptop here. Now this is where your television hides when you're not watching it. Put a laptop here and look what you could be seeing. Not necessarily other fifth wheels, but think about mountains or beaches or woods. You don't have to work where you look at the other guy's cubicle and all of the silly stuff that he's got pasted up on his walls. If you can work remotely, think about the freedom to have this beautiful backdrop, this beautiful opportunity. Of course, now I have a hard time concentrating, but this is what remote working is all about. So no more little cabinet in the side where you had to pull your TV out from the wall. That's gone. It's a little bit more intelligent and clever design. This is a very stable surface. You've got drawers on both sides. And you don't necessarily have to use the bed to sit on. This is far enough out that you could use a little chair. Well, folks, that is a great look at my Cyclone. There's so much more to tell you, though. Why don't you give me a call? I'm Susan Dillman Stills here at Mount Comfort RV. Let's get you out there on the road.